So, oh man, the sticker's still on that. I need to get that off. Hello everybody, my name is Kelsey and we're about to get very, very nerdy with some 5-star predictions. So, I've never done a 5-star predictions video before. I've thought about it, but because of how I rate books and how I'm never quite sure what they're going to be when I go into them, I was really wary. So I was looking at my shelf and I was trying to think of some that I would give 5 stars to, and I was noticing that a lot of them I thought I would enjoy, but I wouldn't know if I would give them 4 or 5 stars. But I've picked out like 5 or 6 books that I think is a good guess as to my 5-star predictions and why. So let's just get into those. The first book is actually a sequel, and that is Soul of Stars by Ashley Poston. Now, like I said, this is the sequel to Heart of Iron, which I read in 2018 and absolutely loved. And honestly, I think this would be 5-star because of how much I enjoyed the first one. I think that I'm really going to enjoy this one just as much. I'm very hopeful that that is the case. But yeah, honestly, this is totally based on how I felt about the first one. And if that feeling that I had for the first one carries over into this one, it's gonna be a good time. Oh, I don't think I ever told you what this one's about. For those of you who don't know, Heart of Iron, the first one, is basically a very, very loosely based on Anastasia, but set in space. And so this is just the second part of that story and what happens. And I want to know. The next one is one that I've had on my radar for quite a few years, and I actually finally got it last year sometime. And that is Jane of Austen by Hilary Manton Lodge. This one is basically a Sense and Sensibility retelling, but set in modern day, set in Austin, Texas. And I have read my fair share of Pride and Prejudice retellings, but I have not ever read a Sense and Sensibility retelling, minus like the Sense and Sensibility and Sea Monsters thing. Honestly, I think I'm going to enjoy this because of the fact that it is a retelling of Jane Austen. Like that's it. That's what I've got. The next one is because of the author, really, and that is Josh and Hazel's Guide to Not Dating by Christina Lauren. Now, I've read only a couple of things by Christina Lauren, but I rated both of those things 5 stars, so I think Christina Lauren is an author duo that I really, really enjoy. Like, their books are not hard to get through, and I think this will just be a really nice contemporary. I'm really intrigued to see where this one will go. I think it'll be 5 stars because I've given everything that they've ever read. But I've given everything that they've written that I've read 5 stars. That was a mouthful. This basically follows 2 people, Josh and Hazel, who met in college and figured they would not be compatible, so they're, just friends. And it's 10 years later, and they're basically setting each other up on a ton of terrible dates just so that they can hang out with each other. So obviously, there's nothing there. Yeah, Haley from Haley and Bookland really, really enjoyed this one, and I trust her contemporary romance recommendations, so I'm gonna give this a shot. Christina Lauren has not done me wrong yet, so let's see. Hopefully they continue. The next one is a mixture of author and what it's about, and that is Of Curses and Kisses by Sandaya Menon. Now, this one doesn't come out until February, so like real soon. I don't remember what the exact date is. I can't find the exact date, but it's coming out in February. I believe it's the middle of February. But I really enjoyed Sandaya Menon's work. I read When Dimple Met Rishi and absolutely loved it. And this is basically like a Beauty and the Beast retelling in modern day. So I, A, love Beauty and the Beast, and B, really enjoy Sandaya Menon's work. So I'm hoping to read this really, really soon. It, like I said, comes out next month, so you guys can get your hands on it really, really quickly. I was able to get a copy at Y'all Fest this past November. So I'm really excited about this one. I think it's going to be awesome. And I hope it's 5 stars. I really do hope it's 5 stars. The next one is, again, totally because of Jane Austen. And that is The Lost Memoirs of Jane Austen by Suri James. This one I've had on my shelf for like a very long time. So I'm just going to read you like the little itty bitty thing because it's pretty awesome. And it says, what if hidden in an old attic chest, Jane Austen's memories were discovered after hundreds of years? What if those pages revealed an untold story of a life-changing love affair? That's the premise behind this spellbinding novel, which delves into the secrets of Jane Austen's life, giving us untold insights into her mind and heart. Yes. And I also was just kind of perusing this book, and there is an editor's foreword in the beginning, and this basically is a fake foreword. It's a fake person, just to set up the idea that this book is actually really Jane Austen's memories. It's not. It's a fiction book, but the foreword is like, hey, so they were found, and isn't that cool? But Jane Austen, love story, I'm so there for it. And the very last book I have to talk about is actually a non-fiction book. I know, who am I? But that is Bygone Baddish Broads by Mackenzie Lee, 52 Forgotten Women Who Changed the World. Now this has been out there for quite a long time, but I enjoy this style of storytelling where it's just a bunch of women and you just kind of learn about them. Some of them have pictures, some of them don't, but like you're literally just learning about all of these women, and I really like that style of book. But also I love Mackenzie Lee's writing style. I think she's really funny. I think she's really sassy, and I am hoping that that is how this is being told. Now I realize that this is, like I said, a non-fiction, but because it is Mackenzie Lee who did it, I think that her writing style is going to be very similar, and I very much enjoy that aspect. So I'm hoping that this will be awesome because of that. So yeah, those are six, I can count. Those are 6 of my 5-star predictions. I'm hoping to read all of these this year. A lot of these I'm hoping to read relatively soon, but I'll do another video when I've actually read all of these and let you know if I actually gave all of these 5 stars, but I think I'm safe with these. Fingers crossed. Yeah, if you've read any of those books, please let me know your thoughts down below. Am I gonna love them? I hope so. What is a book that you haven't read but you're pretty sure you're gonna give 5 stars? I would also love to know that. But like always, if you like this video, make sure to give it a big thumbs up and subscribe down below if you want to be part of this awesome growing family. And I will see you guys in my next video.